Hey guys, episode number 2. Well, I haven't been beaten yet. um, so this is going to be a little more personal, than anything else, and I wanted to talk about how I had, the honor and the privilege of getting something published writing-wise. It was a complete and total shock to me. I mean, it still is a shock. I'm still, there's still days where I'm like, oh my god, pinch me, I am dreaming. This is, one of those feelings. And I actually have the book sitting beside me. It was self-done by a good friend of mine, John Smith, and he and Well Read Press from Highland, Illinois, put together the anthology, which I will show you the cover of. Dark and Stormy Night, Man Against Nature, Man Against Man, Man Against Himself. That is the title and the cover, which is awesome. I love it. And there were at least probably 20 authors, myself and John included. It was very interesting and an honor, actually, to have something of my caliber published, even though it's, not like, I would say, Stephen King or anything like that. I mean, it's me. It's my own style, which I think that's what a lot of them liked, and it fit very well within the setting of the anthology itself. As you could already guess, it's dealing with the whole "it was a dark and stormy night" type of deal. And we all had to come up with either a short story or a poem or lyrics or, something. And I chose to do a short story about two ghosts who decide to scare the crap out of two teenagers that are vandalizing the cemetery. For those of you who want to find out more, you can probably find that book on Amazon. Just, I'll look myself, and I'll put the link to where you can find it down below, as well as all my contact info if you wanted to ask me some questions on that as well. And to me, it's like, I don't really want to term it this way, but it's the best way I can describe it. But it feels like it's your child going off to school in a way, where you're proud, and you're proud of your child starting school and all this other stuff, and at the same time you're scared and everything. And that's how it feels for somebody who has been told practically their entire time that they've started writing that they would never amount to anything as far as becoming an author goes, that they should consider other opportunities instead of becoming an author. But I proved those people who told me that wrong, and I am pretty damn proud of myself. But as far as the anthology goes, that is not going to be the last thing that I will write. As a matter of fact, I'm actually in the middle of writing several books. One being a children's Christmas book, and I'm hoping to get a good friend of mine and my sister's and my best friend from in town. I'm getting a good friend of ours to do the illustrations, and that's Charlie down in Georgia, and he's an amazing artist. He really is. As far as graphic designs go, he's really good. I'm hoping that once I get the book going and everything and talk to Charlie about it, that he'd be willing to do the illustrations for the book, for the children's book, and then we'll go from there. But as far as my other two period pieces, so to speak, period pieces, I'm working on book 2 more so than book 1. I've been trying so hard to get what I want for the cover of book 1 done by myself. I'm avid on Polyvore and everything, and throwing stuff together, kind of like Photoshop and all that, and just as like, you know, reference until once the book is done. And then I've been working on book 2 a lot more. Actually, I've been working on book 2 since roughly about the same time as I submitted for the anthology, which was 2013. So I've been working on that one since when was it? I'm working on that since the winter of 2013, I do believe. Something like that. And then I've got another piece that I have to rework entirely because I have POVs done in so many different ways, and it just, upon rereading, it just makes no sense at all. And so that's at least 4 projects. The 5th one is a collab piece with my friend Christina, and we're putting that one on the back burner for quite a while because we still have a lot of stuff to work out, and in all honesty, the two of us just don't have time to sit together and work on this thing as of yet. So we'll be trying to come up with something and do that. And then as far as, you know, asking questions from an up-and-coming author to an actual published author, I am open to answering some questions you may have. If I don't even have the answers, you know, I can find out those answers for you. Another thing you can do is watch my sister on Trelawney Productions, as I had mentioned in the previous video, with the Scribe's Den. Now, granted, she hasn't been doing the Scribe's Den that much lately. It's timing for her that she hasn't had, but she's not giving up on that. Nobody's giving up on anything. But with the videos that she has come out with the Scribe's Den, and it used to be called the Writer's Den for a little while, and then it switched over to the Scribe's Den. But if you have any trouble, go watch some of those videos, or even other videos on helpful writing techniques and everything. Or if you're stuck on something, just put it aside and try to come up with something else. Or, you know, as some of my writers group members say, put it in a marinade file. which is just a regular file. You don't touch it, you just let it sit, and so on and so forth, and just let it go. And then once you feel something come back to you about that particular story you put in that marinade file, reopen it and go back to work on it. That's what I do all the time. I get writer's block like you wouldn't believe. But I did it, so hopefully you guys found this one a little inspiring and a little helpful, and just mostly inspiring, that if people tell you you can't do it, prove them wrong that you can do it. And I'm proof of that. But yeah, I mean, that's about it on this one. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Those who commented on my other video about planning a road trip, possibly planning a road trip, first time vlog, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Hopefully we do that road trip, so fingers crossed. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me from today. It's just been a nice day. I mean, it's nighttime now, but yeah, it's been pretty nice. So I'll keep you guys updated on my writing and everything else, and I'll see you guys later.